Hi, welcome to the Market Alert for Wednesday, the 8th of May 2019. So yesterday in the pound, market down. There's news that the European elections are now going to go ahead, as they still can't come up with any sort of credible deal to vote on. So the pound slightly lower there, but bouncing off the lows. You can see here prices moving lower. We break below the 200 bar moving average and the DP level, and then prices move to the downside there. Quite a bit of a half decent move there in the pound, which we've not seen for a while, but overnight stuck in the sideways range at the moment. Need to break above the DP level, the 200 bar moving average, in order to move higher. Otherwise, we're going to retest yesterday's lows. News today, well, again, there isn't any. There's no major impact news items. There is some medium, but nothing that is in there that would I would consider to move the markets. The Dow, it went south. It started off well. If we look at the 5-minute pre-market session just after I recorded yesterday morning, the market started to move back to the upside, move strongly over 100 points, and then we got a retracement, and then we went south. And as soon as we broke the 200 bar moving average and the 50 bar, we then saw the market, each time it came back to the 20 bar moving average in the pre-market session, you can see how prices then move lower, and this is what kicked off the start of the session as well, and the main event. You see the selling coming in there, and prices moving lower and continuing lower throughout the trading session. Big day down yesterday, as you'll see from the high down to the low yesterday. 429 point range there for the Dow, and overnight you will see that the market managed to get back above the 20 bar moving average and has gone through the 50 and is now sitting above both of these as prices moved higher. And once we got to the 200 bar moving average, you see prices have moved back and are sitting in this area at the moment. A close above the DP is required, but there's a lot of weakness around at the moment in this market, albeit that prices came off the lows before the close back above the 50 bar moving average. If prices are going to move higher, certainly failed to move higher, even though they started off initially with some strength. What I would be looking for here is, if we take the range of this bar, if you click twice on this bar, you will get 76% for the range of this bar. And this is going to be crucial now to actually measure what we could see for a move to the downside. A move to the upside, you see this sort of activity. So again, always look at both sides of the coin, and the 76% on this one bar is a crucial area. Again, no news today, so the market could bounce, as we see here. Let me just do this. We've got traders about worse to come as trade turmoil sparks a huge deleveraging. That's the headline behind the move. And the implied volatility up to 17.82. We've got a fair bit to go yet. The 20% area and higher potentially would be where the bottom would stop with this current move that we're seeing to the downside in the Dow. But watch for a bounce. That's key. Watch for the bounce. And finally, in Bitcoin, yesterday the market putting in another new high at 5975, but we know that this was put in the pre-market session, which we spoke about yesterday. You can see there, and then it did the usual trick where it just went quiet and then slammed to the downside there by $150. We got a bit of a retracement there as the market was brought back. You can see there 76% retracement. We get the markup tool and go from here down to here, and you can see 76%. This is what I'm talking about in the Dow as well, by the way. You can see how off this one bar the market came back and then moved lower. And then if you go from here to here, you'll see the market sit at the 200 bar moving average as well. And just to round it all up, if you go from this high here down to this low here, you'll get the 76% retracement here as well. And let's just drag this out. You can see how the market came back below this and then traded lower. You can see the market being tested, you see the buying coming in, and the market is currently sideways. But again, we're not getting that range. It's just these one-off big moves at the moment where Bitcoin is being dumped or someone's selling short the futures contracts in a large amount. Okay, that will do for this one. So just to summarize, the pound, I wouldn't expect too much, and it'll certainly be one direction if it does, because of the backdrop of the European elections now going ahead. The Dow, more weakness following the 76% retracement if this is actually hit, which you can see here. And in Bitcoin, expect it to be quiet. Now it's done its bit overnight, which we can again see is here, and now it's going back into the sideways range. Okay, that will do it for this one. If there is anything to report, I will let you know, but otherwise, as ever, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.